Good evening and welcome to the ICMP Songwriters Circle. Thanks for tuning in. I hope wherever you are watching from tonight, you're well. We hope that over the next couple of hours, we're going to play some songs and talk about some songs that we've written, and you'll really enjoy that because I think we need music more than ever at this kind of time. So my name's Jamie Doe. I'm going to be hosting this evening's circle. I'm a singer-songwriter. I play under the name of The Magic Lantern, and I also teach on the songwriting course here at ICMP. We've also got some students with us, both from the songwriting course, the creative musicianship course, and the master's program. So we're going to hear songs from Kim Naninga, who's a second year from the songwriting course, from Phil Bidler, who's a songwriter on the master's course, Eva Perrin Fontana, who's also on the master's songwriting course, Ella Tobin, who's third year on the creative musicianship course, and we're very excited to have our special guest today is Matt Maltese, and he's going to be playing some songs for us. And at the very end of the concert, he'll play a little extra set for us as well, which we're very excited about. So thanks for joining us, Matt. It's really great to have you. Can't wait to hear your songs. But I'm going to kick us off. This first song of mine is called A Family Affair, and it came out on an EP at the beginning of last year in 2020. And I wrote it, let me put it like this. I don't often describe why I wrote a song or what a song is about before I play it, because I sort of think that if I just wanted to say something, I would just say it. And if I write a song for maybe a slightly different reason. But this is one where I actually did feel that explaining it was useful. So in addition to being a teacher and a songwriter, I'm also a carer. I help to care for my dad, who has Alzheimer's, and it's something that's kind of been happening, for our family now for 3 years or so. And yeah, it's been interesting. It's had a really big effect on all of us, obviously. And as I kind of started to speak to more people about it and be more open about the fact that it's a big part of my life, I realized that loads of other people are in similar situations. So I sort of wrote a song which summed up for me where we were at. And what's been great about it as a song is, since it's been out there, to hear from people who have really resonated with the song themselves and for whom it's meant something for them. So that's what I think songs can do. So this is called Family Affair. What came easy? Oh, the frustration. What a cruel hand you've been dealt, to see the wave coming with nowhere to run to, and just a hand to hold. Well, it's a family affair to make peace with despair, and singing songs to stave away the tears. A wreck in slow motion, so slow it seems normal, that each fresh loss stings less. The joy finds a way through each new hole in our hearts, to even lost how lucky we are. Well, it's a family affair to make peace with despair, and singing songs to stave away the tears. How many goodbyes do we have in us? But give me strength for the last.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Great. Well, the circle is underway. Sometimes the hardest step is the first one. We've made it. So we are underway. So Kim, what are you going to play for us?
It's quite an old song actually. It's based on things my dad has told me over the years, in the years prior to when I went to ICMP. And the reason why I decided to play it today is because I found that I'm playing it quite a lot nowadays, as it's kind of like a nice reminder now that we don't have as much interactions with fellow students and we don't have live gigs. It's a nice reminder that it makes sense for me to be at ICMP, that I'm good enough, and that I really enjoy making music and writing songs. So I thought I'd just share it, and maybe somebody else can relate.
Great. Well, take it away.
Thank you. Yes. I still remember how he came to me. I just played a song in our yard. He said, I see you writing, your lyrics remind me of all the good things in my heart. You have a talent, I've seen it before. You might not know what you will be. You could be a waitress, a doctor, a paintress, as long as you just dare to dream. My dear, I had dreams when I was just a kid. I sometimes see him in you too. But as the years passed me, it wasn't so easy to dream like the kid I once knew. And then he leaned in as he lowered his voice. He said, I will tell you the truth, that if you start waiting, your dreams end up fading, but now they still belong to you. My dear, take your time, you should know who you are, and then who you are meant to be. Show us what you're made of, your hard work will pay off, and sometimes please think back to me. I took his advice and went on with my life, but now 2 years later I know that I am a singer, though just a beginner. He taught me to choose where to go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Great, Kim. That was beautiful. Really beautiful.
Thanks, guys.
Can I ask one question? I just noticed towards the end of that song that you look like you have a camouflaged ukulele on your door.
It's actually just wood, but it looks like it's camouflaged because my door is wood as well.
That's right. I just know it just jumped out. It was like yeah, it was amazing. Very strange.
Very subtle.
Very subtle. Great. Fantastic. Well, thanks for that, Kim. It was really beautiful. You're definitely not a beginner at singing. I mean, geez, that was
Thanks.
crazy. But we're moving on now to Phil.
Hello.
How's it going?
Yeah, good. Excited. Good. This is a talented bunch, excluding me. Obviously, that wasn't just a humble brag.
All right,
everybody else is great. Yeah. Gonna stop talking now.
Well, I think when you've got all those instruments behind you and Prince over your left shoulder, then you're setting the bar to a certain place, Phil. So we're excited to hear what happens next.
Brilliant. Yeah, cool. Okay, so I'm going to play a song called The Room, which I released on an album last September. And it's basically, I wrote it in 2016. My girlfriend at the time was getting her bedroom decorated. And I got this kind of metaphor for when you decorate a room, the old room is still there somewhere in photos, or like you wallpaper over the same wallpaper, or you still have the same furniture, paint it different colors, etc. So I used that as a metaphor for like self-change, and if you change yourself, the old you is still under there somewhere. You just need to make peace with that. So that's what the song's about, and now I'm going to play it.
Right.
I wrap myself in you, align my walls with what I know to be true. Oh, protest this masquerade. I'm looking for the room in which you lay. Oh, so the wolves are at the gates, snapping at the heels of my faith. Oh, rectify these wrongs. I can still pretend that I am strong. Oh, so the room. Ba 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 da da. Ba 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 da 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 da. Ooh, ooh. stuff like that.
Yes, Phil, that was great. 100% commitment there.
You might see some wonky faces where it's just like it just happens. I can't stop it.
I love a good guitar face and a chorus with sort of a la la chorus as well.
Yeah.
That's great. Loved it. Awesome.
Thank you.
We've also had almost a primary color start as well with the mustard, then red, then blue. But we're moving on to something a little bit darker. Eva Perrin Fontana coming to us from a greenhouse, or so it seems.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm like, when people are like, "Oh, lockdown broke me," I'm like, "Lockdown made me this." I'm like, you want to see what the outside looks like. Spring's coming. All the bulbs are planted.
Green fingers.
Yeah. I love them.
Is that a Chinese money plant up there?
This one is.
Yeah, great.
I prefer the name pancake plant or UFO plant.
Yeah, absolutely. They're both perfectly acceptable names.
Yeah, I'm like, the weirder the better. Yeah. But they're good for sharing.
So, what are you gonna play for us?
Oh yes. I'm gonna play a song called "I Have," which I wasn't gonna play, but then I played it in the sound check, and everyone was like, I thought, okay, maybe like the world needs a bit more bobbing right now.
Okay, well, we'll do our best to bob along if you.
Yeah,
do,
no
you
pressure,
do your
no
best
pressure.
to bring the vibes.
Okay, I'll try my best. Yeah, it's just it's a fun song. I haven't played it by myself in a long time. May or may not attempt to sing the bass solo. Like, we'll just see, like, will the fear take over or not, basically.
I think we all want to hear a sung bass solo. Now you put that out there as an option. I think we definitely want to hear a bit of sung bass solo. So.
Okay. Right, no pressure, but I will try.
Make it so.
I will try. Okay, so this is I Have. Have you ever waited for a ring, a call with bad news that you were expecting? I have. Have you ever fallen in love with someone wonderful but found it all too much? Broken a couple hearts. I have. So in bad times, open your eyes, 'cause discomfort, it's a blessing in disguise, and you'll find the brighter side of life, 'cause I have. Now, have you ever counted on your friends? They let you down when you were low on your defense. Now, have you ever had to save yourself? I am. So in bad times, open your eyes, 'cause discomfort, it's a blessing in disguise, and you'll find the brighter side of life, 'cause I have. Do 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 do. This is not how it goes. So let's just take it back to the message of the song, which is, in bad times, open your eyes and practice your parts, 'cause discomfort, it's a blessing in disguise, and you'll find the brighter side of life. I have.
Yes.
I'll get the bass player in next time.
No, I think that's exactly the kind of thing that when you do it on stage, the audience cheers twice as loudly. Then if you'd done it perfectly, and if you'd smashed it and it sounded just like a double bass and every note was perfect, people would have been impressed and they would have clapped. But if you kind of didn't quite get it, but absolutely loved not quite getting it, then the audience are going to love it twice. I think, yeah, I hope everyone watching at home loved it twice as much because it was beautiful.
There you go. I'll tell myself that anyway, now I'm saying.
For sure. Anyway, we're not going to get into the jokes about, the bass player solos and going to the bar. So, but we're going to move on to Ella.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, and you have a plant behind you as well.
Yes, I do. And some daffodils, because spring is coming.
Spring is coming. That's right. That's what we have to hold on to in this freezing cold conditions. I do want to ask people about whether they got out in the snow, but we might do that in a minute. But Ella, maybe you could tell us a bit about what you're going to play.
Yeah. So this song, it's fairly new. It was one I kind of started a long time ago, and then it just sat there, but I kept kind of coming back to it. So I finished it at the end of last year. And it's about kind of falling out of touch with someone who used to be so close with, and going from knowing everything about them to basically being strangers. And yeah, I guess this song is kind of me just trying to accept that that's just part of life. So yeah, it's called Slipped Away.
Okay.
I don't know why we go far back in time, but you feel like a stranger to me. You've seen the highs and the lows of my life, now you don't know anything. Where did the time go, my old friend? 'Cause I haven't seen you. I never meant for this to end after all that we've been through. Maybe we just slipped away. We keep making plans, but they crumble like sand, 'cause we let them every time. I don't understand how this happened so fast, but I guess that's just life. Where did the time go, my old friend? 'Cause I still haven't seen you. I never meant for this to end, but we gotta face the truth. Maybe we just slipped. Maybe we just slipped. Maybe we just slipped
Wow, that was so beautiful, Ella.
Thank you so much.
Wow. You don't have to answer this question, but has the person about which you wrote that heard the song?
No, they haven't. I don't think so. Unless for some reason they're watching right now.
Okay. Wow, beautiful. So beautiful. What did you think, Kim?
Oh, that touched me. It's weird. You played this during the sound check as well, and that was only for like 30 seconds, but within 5 seconds of you playing it, you just get transported. And when you stop playing, you kind of need a few seconds to come back from wherever you were. It's gorgeous, amazing.
Oh, thank you so much. That's really nice to hear.
Right. What about you, Phil?
Yeah, I mean, you probably just saw me like vibing. It's just one of them songs that I reckon you could, and don't take this in the wrong way, but you could put it on like a sleep playlist, like one of them songs that would just soothe you gently into the realms of sleep. Just give you it's like the song form of like a hug, with just a little pat on the head. Comforting.
Thank you.
Nice. Okay. Well, we're very excited now to invite our special guest for this evening, Matt Maltese, to join us and to play us a song. Hi, Matt. How are you?
Hello, I'm good, thanks. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thanks for joining us. You've been busy. You released an EP last year?
Yes, feels like a lifetime ago now in this like endless game.
It's an appropriate title, Matt.
Yeah. Yeah, I had it before, but then it just fit even more, I guess.
Cool. So you're going to play a song for us now, and then later on you're going to play a couple more songs for us. So what song would you like to play first?
I'm going to play one called Studio 6. It's like a heartbreak song, kind of probably 4 or 5 years old now. And it was kind of probably the last of that kind of relationship. So I think it's kind of the calmest and has a little bit more perspective. But yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Take it away.
I see 2 lovers kiss on the street by Studio 6. And I remember the petrol thick mist, we settled our lips. And I remember hearing your father laugh while we made love in the next room. We made love in the next room. And I remember one of those mornings I reached out to wake you, but I learned that he'd taken you back. I look through the glass to housing blocks and energy fans, I see slow, familiar lovers. I see them pull their curtains back. And I remember pulling your curtains back. And we made love to the old moon. We made love to the old moon. And I remember one of those mornings I reached out to wake you, but I learned that he'd taken you back. And I remember you wearing that pink August coat that my grandmother wore as my grandfather's love. You're a little more clear with this wine in my hand, and it colors my tongue as if your lipstick is rough. And I remember hearing your father laugh while we made love in the next room. We made love in the next room.
Thanks. Beautiful, beautiful. I think your voice has such a sort of a almost like a world weary quality to it. The way you sing, it's beautiful. And I don't know that I didn't know that song, but it feels like there's a couple of themes that run through your work. This sort of wistfulness and that song really feels like it captures as well. And it was nice actually to hear that alongside Ella's song as well. I feel that they had it. There's some, sometimes when you put songwriters together and you hear songs next to each other, I feel like there are themes communicating with each other.
Yeah. I thought Ella's song was really, really beautiful, by the way. Loved that.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, let us keep on going around the merry-go-round. I'll go up next. So if you've just joined us at any point through the performance and you haven't sort of got the beginning, then let me just kind of refresh you. This is the ICMP Songwriters Circle, and we are halfway through performing a song. We have a special guest, Matt Maltese, who's just performed. He's going to play some more songs at the end. I'm going to start with one more song to kick off round two. And this song is a song called Holding Hands. And I wrote it a couple of years ago at a very low ebb in my romantic life. I'm from Australia, and I'd just gone back to Australia to chasing someone that didn't want me, basically. And I came back to England where I lived and was just at the very depths of kind of heartbreak, basically. And I wrote a song for the person I hoped to meet, who I hoped I would be able to love and they would be able to love me. And I wrote this song, and it was the first song that I recorded from my last album. And by the end of the recording of the album, I met the person who I wrote the song for. And now we're married. And the last track on the album is a piano instrumental which I wrote for her. So this song opens the album, Holding Hands, and the song Ari Her finishes the album for Ria. So it's nice how these things happen sometimes. Anyway, here it goes. I'm searching for my true love. and I know she's there. Just hold on. Just hold on. So I'm searching, and I'll find you. And it won't be long. Just carry on. Just carry on. So I'm trying to be a better man, but the work goes on. Yes, the work goes on. Yes, the world goes on. One day, when all this is washed away, some will remain, full of hope in the pouring rain. And I'll see you there, with wet shoes and wet hair. And when the last day is done, we'll make it, yes. We'll make it. We'll make it somehow. You know we will. We'll be holding hands. We'll be holding hands. We'll be holding hands.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, Kim, over to you.
Hi. That was amazing. I loved the interplay between guitar and voice.
Oh,
I really
cool.
like how they complemented each other. Yeah, my song. This is a very recent one. I think I wrote this about 2 weeks ago. And I would say it's about the connecting with somebody and like the first stage of connecting with somebody and falling in love. It doesn't have a name, so if one of you comes up with one, I would love to hear. Yeah, cool. Not happy with the way this is tuned. I'm gonna. That's better. Here it is.
All good. Let's go.
Last night I dreamt of you. I dreamt the same dream you're dreaming. I recall a small fire in a living room and our words landing on the ceiling. My senses upside down, didn't care to turn around. I listened with my lips, kissed you with my fingertips. I faded out of everything I knew into you. 10 days of time on hold, replaced by songs and alcohol, and that kiss in the sand with heavy clouds above, and my hands forgetting winter cold. My senses upside down, didn't care to turn around. I listened with my lips, kissed you with my fingertips. I faded out of everything I knew into you. Goodbye left us dry eyes and a smile. Midnight visions make me miss our world. Stories linger on until they're told. Time will tell, the future it knows. My senses upside down, didn't care to turn around. I listened with my lips, kissed you with my fingertips. I faded out of everything I knew into you.
Wow.
What? Thanks, guys.
Right, Kim. That was
Matt.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Awesome. What did you think, Eva?
10 out of 10. Maybe even 12 out of 10. I don't
Oh,
know.
turn
Listen
it
to
up to
that. I
12.
was too good. I was like, man, I wish I was so much better at production. Like, I would love to produce that. You know what I'm saying? Whoever does, I'm just like so jealous of them.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Cool. Is that the newest song that's being played tonight? Has anyone got a song which is newer than 2 weeks?
Yeah,
Is that what you said? Wow, wow, wow. In which case, you get the Gold Star Award, Kim, for playing the freshest tune, freshest cuts.
2 weeks. What?
I've been practicing nothing else. It's difficult to play, so.
Mate, I'm gonna hunt you down after this. I'm hunting you down.
Oh, I would love to. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Kim. That was beautiful.
Thanks.
So, Phil, it's over to you.
So, 3 things before I even mention the song. One,
Great.
Jamie, that story about you coming back and finding the person who you wrote the song about, that's the most adorable thing I've ever heard in my life. Kim, either Last Night I Dreamed of You or Into You as song titles, I'd say. Also, obviously gorgeous. And Eva, you're going to hunt her down. That sounds terrifying for a start. So maybe...
aggressive
don't
love.
Hunt human beings.
No. I'm gonna.
Yeah, so this song is called Dust. I wrote it in 2015. It was on my album in September last year as well.
What was the album called, Phil?
It's called This Too Shall Pass. It's on all streaming things. And also, if you like physical CDs, you can ask me and I can send you one. Thank you for the opportunity to shout that out. Yeah, so this song is basically about being single, not wanting to be single, but knowing that you really should be single, and just being a bit lonely, really. It's a bit of a sad one, soz. But
Don't apologize, Phil. Don't apologize.
But it's in a nice tuning, so.
What's the tuning?
Oh, it's just Dadgad, but it's on second capo, so.
Love it. Love it. Cool, Phil. Let's hear it.
Hang on. Okay, I'm ready now. I wish that I could be taken, strung up and shaken by some semblance of warmth. I wish that my lungs were hardy enough to breathe in any form of love of any sense or sort. And I wish I wasn't preoccupied with being ready. The time will come when Lisa's run will make me light and heady. I wish I wish It's only when I'm surrounded
But I remember how lonely I am, and the dust is telling me to go.
Yeah. Woo.
Thanks, guys.
Wow, cool. Okay, Phil, I got 3 things for you.
Mhm.
Okay, 1, beautiful, beautiful song. Absolutely loved it. 2, tuning midway through a song is really hip. And, and even if you don't actually move the tuning knob, you should definitely make sure you have that as part of your stage.
Pretend.
Yep.
Yeah.
Looks cool. Looks like you're a perfectionist, and you just absolutely have to do it. So keep that in there. And the third thing is that harmonics in the song are lush, and the minute you played the harmonics, I could see everyone go like, "Excuse me," like, the magic sound, like, you know, it's like sort of suddenly the rainbow came out a little bit. It's beautiful, really great.
Thank you so much.
Loved it. Obviously, we're all playing guitar here apart from Matt. So, Matt, what I wanted to ask was, obviously you can't play harmonics on the piano. At least you can't pull them out specifically. So, what's your little rainbow bit?
That's a good question. I don't know what the harmonic rainbow equivalent is on the piano. I guess it's one of those, like, it's one of those, isn't it? But I don't have any songs with those in it.
Okay, well, it's. I mean,
but I did it just then, so there's my rainbow moment.
Fantastic. Well, I mean, you're going to play us a couple more songs, so you know there's an opportunity to squeeze a gliss in it, if you think the song needs a little more pizzazz. But great, Phil. Thanks very much. That was great. Kim, I wanted just to ask you where can people find your music if they want to find your music?
Nowhere. So basically, I do have an Instagram and I do have a Facebook that I hardly ever use. And I have every intention of releasing stuff in the future. I've got a few things out on Spotify, and from what I remember, one of them is in English. And I'm originally from the Netherlands, and I released a CD there. So there are a few Dutch songs there. But yeah, for Spotify, it's probably gonna take me a little bit longer before I release something on there.
It's okay, just keeping the fans on tenterhooks. That's good to build up the anticipation for the big drop. Okay, beautiful. Thanks, Kim. Okay, over to Eva.
I'm gonna do something just for Kim. I'm sorry for how weird this is, but it snowed yesterday, and this is the only thing I know how to sing in Dutch, and it's Sinterklaas kapontja, hoi wat in mijn scootja, hoi wat in mijn lesje, denk in Sinterklaasje. Just there you go.
Oh wow.
That's amazing.
Very good.
I've actually taught that song to my housemates. They're probably laughing so much downstairs right now because they had to sing it with me when the Dutch Santa Claus came around in December. So that's amazing. Thank you.
It's never too late for Santa.
For people who aren't super familiar with the Songwriters Circle vibe, this is like we're doing in the style of a Nashville Songwriting Circle. And if you don't know about the Nashville Songwriting Circle, then it's tradition for one person in the circle to always sing that song.
It is.
Touch. So
it is. So if you go to Nashville, make sure to do it. Nobody will laugh at you.
Yeah, it's a big deal in Nashville. Don't ask me why. Thanks for doing that, Eva. Thanks for keeping the tradition alive. But what song are we going to hear of yours?
I'm going to play a song called Little Things, which I amazingly didn't write this year, and it is so fitting for this year, but I didn't. Yeah, it was a song I wrote just before I packed up in my van and lived in it for a while and went to Ireland. I was like, I'm so tired of life, which is irrelevant to the song, but just nice to nice to say, you can escape anytime you want.
Yeah.
Unplug yourself from the matrix. So yeah, this is Little Things.
Right. Okay,
I'm
Nick,
just
you
gonna-
take it away.
Yeah, I will. Just drink a little water. There's a photograph, poems chosen by Carolyn. Pens and pads, dirty mugs, tea bags, a letter that's folded in half. Soft blue sheets, I'm seated on the bed that I sleep in. I haven't been home in a day or so, and it's starting to set in. It's all about the little things now. I don't have much hope in anything else but the little things now. They hold me down. And there are things I avoid, like looking at myself for too long. I've been there before, I've built and destroyed a whole kingdom. So I just sit on my bed and read peanuts instead of reading into my thoughts. I water paint crocodiles and write for a smile, lace up my shoes and go for a walk. It's all about the little things now. I don't have much hope in anything else but the little things now. They hold me down. And locked away in our bedrooms, we wind up small. But there's a world waiting for us, and it's there outside those walls. So let it in with all the little things, like the sun coming in through the windows. The little things. The smell of coffee is a slip on my sandals. It's all about the little things. Grab a book and turn the handle. Listen to the birds sing. It's all about the little things. Thank you. And Phil, I see your Back to the Future poster there. My next upcoming little thing, tomorrow we've got all the Back to the Future marathon. We're gonna do like little nachos, little, you know what I'm saying, all day kind of thing.
December, so you need to keep up.
I do, yeah. So I did Lord of the Rings back in December and almost died, to be honest. It was extended editions. Yeah, commitment.
Well, I mean, far be it from me to interrupt the conversation about what's on the film schedule the next couple of days. Sorry, guys, but thank you for the song, though, Eva. That was really great. I really enjoyed it. And if people want to find out more about you and what you're up to, how can they do that?
Yeah, just look up my name, which is Eva Perrin Fontana, and you'll like find everything because I'm the only person with that name. So, you know, don't deep dive too far. It's a little bit embarrassing, but you'll find things and bits, and yeah.
Okay, great. Well, you know, I'm sure people all around the internet are scurrying off to do just that.
Search.
They're wishing you well for your Back to the Future marathon tomorrow. Just in case, you know, anyone was wondering what it is that sort of songwriting students do on a Tuesday in January, it's watch old films from the 80s. So there you go.
Exactly.
But we're moving over to Ella now to play your second song, Ella.
Yes.
So what's it going to be?
This one is called The Ghost, and it's about kind of just being really stuck in your own head and not very present, and yeah, how that could impact your relationships. So yeah.
Great.
I keep my distance like the sun keeps from the earth, and your stars, they make the sun, but I just don't wanna get hurt. And I know in my brain that I want me to stay, but I can't. And every day I push you more away with my heart. Oh, I know you don't bite, but I'm scared to get too close. Like I'm scared of the night when it's me, I'm the ghost. It's me, I'm the ghost. And I keep my quiet like I got nothing to say. But I'm so tired of being this way. And I know in my brain that I want me to stay, but I can't. And every day I push you more away with my heart. Oh, I know you don't bite, but I'm scared to get too close. Like I'm scared of the night when it's me, I'm the ghost. It's me, I'm the ghost. And maybe in another life, something between you and I could be. Oh, but right now in the space and time, I need to work out my mind and breathe. Oh, I know you don't bite, but I'm scared to get too close. Like I'm scared of the night when it's me, I'm the ghost. It's me, I'm the ghost. Oh, it's me, I suppose.
Wow. So we can have a moment. It's okay. That was beautiful. It was really,
Thank you
really,
so much.
really beautiful. Yeah. Have you recorded that song yet?
Yes, I have actually.
Fantastic. Where can we hear that?
It's not released yet,
Oh.
but it
When's
will
it coming out, Ella? Come on, don't kill. You're killing me
sometime
here.
this year.
God,
Soon.
all right.
Yeah.
Right. I'm on the mailing list. Put me on the mailing list right away. Honestly, thank you very much. It was beautiful. As was everyone's songs. Thank you so much for sharing them. So Ella, if people want to find out more about you and what you do, where can we find that?
Right now, Instagram's probably the best place. At Ella Tobin Music. But I also have like a YouTube channel and some.
The full kit and caboodle, hey?
Yeah.
Great. Well, listen. Thank you very much for sharing that. It was wonderful. And now we're gonna have another song by Matt. Hey. So maybe we'll play one song and then we can have a bit of a chat and then you'll play two songs at the end.
Sounds great.
Sounds good. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So
just want to say it's been such a pleasure to listen to all of those. Yeah. Really, really impressed. It was beautiful. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Matt. So what are you gonna play?
This is definitely the weirdest gig I've ever done. But it's really nice to be here. I'm gonna do a song, a love song called "Strange Time." I did one of those probably 4 or 5 years ago. Did one of those pretty wanky trips to write. And a retreat, yeah, Songwriters retreat. Yeah, I retreated. I drove up. I don't even remember where I drove up to, but I mean, it was pretty unsuccessful. But I got this song on the last day. But I'm happy to say that I'm 4 years clean of retreats and I've never done one since.
Well, you know, every day is another long way, you know.
But yeah, here it is.
Great.
Now that we're doomed, let me show you to your room, where we can implode by the moon. I'm a self-obsessed mess, and you can't sleep or shit, and we're both gladly losing our minds. We sure have a strange time, but we sure do it right. We sure have a strange time. We're getting stranger every night. Tonight I'll be drunk and act like a punk, and you'll sit and laugh while I throw up. They say I'm too old for my age, and you're just the same. Yet we make love like kids again and again. We sure have a strange time, but we sure do it right. We sure have a strange time. We're getting stranger every night. I'm naked now on your fine red couch, and you put your body to me. You put your body to me. I'm naked now on your fine red couch, and you Let's just have a strange time. It's just right if we deface our minds. We can have a strange time and get stranger every night. And get stranger every night.
Lovely.
Lush life. If there's a bar at the end of the universe, and, and they're calling last orders, then that's the song they're playing as people are drinking up. It's beautiful, Matt. You have a beautiful way about you with your music and with your songs, and feels like it's been a busy couple of years with Bad Contestant, your album in 2018, and then another album the year after, Krystal, in 2019, and then in the year of pandemic you released an EP with Madhouse and a few other kind of acoustic bits and pieces. So what's your, obviously a lot of songwriters watching us today, they know what's your approach to productivity? Are you a kind of person who kind of writes a lot, or do you kind of, are these songs like, when you're not on a retreat, I should say, do you sweat over them? Do they take a long time, or how does it work?
I think my sort of thinking changed a lot about 4 or 5 years ago, from a place of sort of waiting for inspiration to sort of deciding that I was going to try and make it happen a bit more just by putting the hours in. And I think since doing that, it's allowed me to sort of come up with a release a year, and then to sort of, I think once you build a kind of momentum with yourself, it sort of sets a new tone. So I feel like that's kind of what's happened in the last 4 years. It's really not as big a mystery as I thought it was, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot that people can take from that about putting in the work, turning up and not expecting it just to happen, but sort of working at it, and just looking ahead to this year and to what's on the horizon, and speaking about momentum, what's coming up for you?
So I'm kind of just finishing up like my third album, which I'm hopefully going to start releasing in April, I think. I've been doing just vocaling it. I got to record it at a studio in December, which was, very surreal. Just to be around musicians and people for a couple of weeks. So I sort of had a little bubble with my touring band, and so that was really great. And now I'm just kind of recording vocals every day on my own in a room, and almost finished. And
nice, that's great. I'm just thinking about the themes of your the songs you played tonight anyway, and some of the songs that you're probably you're best known for, which there's a lonesomeness to them. And is that the kind of things we can expect to hear on the new record? Or do you think of it like that or not?
I don't know. I don't really think about the themes too much. I think I'd say a few years ago I was writing a lot of end of the world songs, and I'm writing less end of the world songs now.
Ironic.
Yes, ironically. I feel like maybe a lot of the time I'm writing on the other side of what's going on. So I almost feel like the album I wrote last year, which I'll put out this year, is almost the most hopeful, at peace record I've ever written, which is definitely strange. But I guess you're sort of always doing songwriting and wanting to enjoy it whilst you're doing it. And I feel like in the sort of bizarre tragedy of the first of last year. It was kind of an escapism, first and foremost. Yeah.
Yeah, great. Well, I mean, we're excited to hear it. Thanks so much for joining us today for the Songwriters Circle. It's been great to have you, and sort of for everyone to hear everyone's songs tonight. We've had Kim Naninga, Phil Vidler, Eva Perrin Fontana, Ella Tobin, myself. I'm Jamie Doe, and Matt, you're going to play us out with a couple of songs, hey?
Yeah. Thank you very much for having me.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for listening.
There was a time when I worshipped the ground you walked on. There was a time when I'd cut off my ear for you. There was a time when I worshipped the tower you tried on. There was a time when I'd kill all my friends for you. You're the only one makes me wanna cry. You're the only one makes me wanna eat up inside. You're the only one makes me feel alive. You're the only one makes me wanna go home and curl up and die. Curl up and die. There was a time when there was only you and no one. There was a time when I'd take any pity shot. You're the only one makes me wanna cry. You're the only one makes me wanna move to Versailles. You're the only one makes me feel alive. You're the only one makes me wanna go home and curl up and die. Curl up and die. Curl up and die. Curl up and die. I was just the germs in your flu, and I liked being there. I was just the chip on your tooth, and I liked being there. I was just the germs in your flu, and I liked being there. I was just the me to your you, and I liked being there.
Gorgeous.
This last one I'm going to play is fittingly an end of the world song. It's called As the World Caves In.
My feet are aching and your back is pretty tired, and we've drunk a couple bottles, babe, and set our grief aside. The papers say it's doomsday, the button has been pressed, other up, boys, till old Satan stands impressed. And here it is, our final night alive, as the earth burns to the ground. Oh, girl, it's you that I lie with, as the atom bomb locks in. Yes, it's you I watch TV with, as the world caves in. You put your finest suit on, I paint my fingernails. Oh, we're going out in style, babe, and everything's on sale. We creep up on extinction, I pull your arms right in, I weep and say goodnight, love, whilst my organs pack it in. And here it is, our final night alive, and as the earth burns to the ground, oh girl, it's you that I lie with, as the atom bomb locks in. Yes, it's you I watch TV with, as the world caves. Oh, it's you that I lie with, as the atom bomb drops in. Yes, it's you I welcome death with, as the world caves in. As the world caves in.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The rainbow. The rainbow at the end of the world. Wow. Matt, that was really beautiful. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a real pleasure to have you with us tonight.
Thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure.
And well done. And thanks for joining us, Kim, Phil, Eva, and Ella. It's been really great to hear your songs. You're all amazing. I can't wait to hear more of your tracks as they come out, or I'm going to go listen to them later. I'd like to thank Sophie Daniels, who's kind of started this whole kind of concept of the Songwriters Circle here at ICMP. And big thanks and big love to Latta Chorus and Julian Gonzalez, who have kind of been helping us make this possible tonight. The next Songwriters Circle is full rest of your evening if you've been watching at home, and see you next time.